Woke up in the land of smiles, sun shining bright. Elephants wandering through the morning light. Temples glow with gold, the air's alive. Thailand's magic got me feeling so high. From the markets buzzing, colors so bold, to the stories in the streets, ancient and old. Every corner's got a vibe, it's calling my name. Cooper's out here, and I'm loving the game. Coopersthaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Coopersthaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, it's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. Golden beaches, sand so soft and white. Crystal waves crashing under starlit nights. Snorkel in the cold, dance in the tide. Every moment's a wave, I just wanna ride. Pad thai sizzling, spice lights up my soul. Mango sticky rice, yeah, it makes me whole. Tom Yum's got that kick, flavor so divine. Thailand's food's a feast and it's blowing my mind. Coopersthaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Coopersthaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, sister, my heart. It's the land that I love. Money matters Monday, making money while we sleep. Money matters Monday, making money while we sleep.
Hello, tubers. Hopefully you can hear us.
Hopefully we're live. Hopefully we did it right. Hello, everybody.
Good morning. Monday morning here in Thailand, another day in paradise. And Cooper's traveling. He's on his cruise.
He is.
All going well, apparently. So that's good news. Got landed. The flights went through and got boarded the ship. Got a couple pictures back. So sitting in for his nibs this morning is the one and only, the man himself, the legend, Mr. B, Brownie.
Hello, everybody.
Thanks for
Good
helping
morning.
out.
How you going, Brookie?
I'm good, good. Yep.
Good.
So, yeah, well, obviously it's money matters on Monday. So,
Our favorite.
yeah, a lot of people were, I'd say, happy with the Misty payment over $1.
Well, yeah,
$1.
considering the price, for sure.
Yeah, so I think from what I gathered, they kind of robbed Peter to pay Paul. They took a bit out of the kitty to keep it over $1. And so there's still a kitty, apparently. We'll see. Payment is due for the year end at October, which
So
is the
next month.
next payment. So
And sometimes they pay it over two, don't they?
sometimes they'll split it, depending, I guess, how big it is.
October,
So
November.
I don't know if they'll be splitting it this time. I don't think it'll be as big as last year, anywhere near. So,
What are you predicting?
well, it'd be nice if we got $1.50, wouldn't it? I think everyone would be happy.
Well, it's the end of the year. We want a little bit more than that, don't we?
Well, we do, but let's say if we go, I tend to underestimate in that way. I'm happy if it's more.
Yeah.
And if you go at $2.50 and it's 2, you're pissed, right? So
Let's have a look at
yeah.
what are we at, $13.50 or something, aren't we?
But I think I looked back there this week, and the Misty payments over the last 12 months were over 100% of the stock price. You know what I mean? So you actually got return your money within 12 months. And currently with these payments, it'd be a little longer, but I suspect, when Bitcoin runs, Micro will run, pull Misty with it, the distributions will go up.
Yeah.
So it could still be a 12 months payback. So
Yeah.
I think they're on sale, but
Yeah. So what would you recommend if you were going to drip this month? Would you drip into Misty or would you drip into Alti? If you're going to pick two of those stocks, one of those stocks.
well, if you're solely into Misty, I'd probably go Alti just to give you a little bit more diversification.
Yeah.
You know, if you got both, hey, just see which one you like, I suppose. Or you maybe go a third one. Like the best performing yield max is, believe it or not, over the last 12 months or since inception, was NVIDIA.
Yeah.
And that makes sense because NVIDIA's had that slow move upwards.
Yeah.
But I know Tesla's doing well. You know, Coney, a lot of people like Coney. So maybe you do want to diversify a little bit. But,
Because Tesla's back up $9.
yeah.
So it's going well. Like you're picking a bit up on the stock growth. You're not getting that erosion like you are on Misty at the moment.
No, and here's the thing. I think the underlying with Tesla stock is going to keep running.
Yeah. Well, it's jumped. I was looking at it this morning, 25%. So it's pretty good. Like this time last month, it was 300.
It's jumped $95 in a month.
Yeah, 25%.
Yeah,
it's nice.
And I can see that,
which has brought virtually Tesla up.
Yeah.
Probably not 25%, but maybe 15, 18, something like that.
Yeah, they don't track exactly the same, nor will Misty track. MicroStrategy's run when it happens. Let's hope.
So I think that's given us a bit of faith that when Bitcoin runs and MSTR runs, and we can get that Misty back up.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, you know, obviously we want that up around the 20, 23, 25 would be nice. I think it's going to happen eventually, but it's just this waiting game. This NAV erosion's driving everyone crazy.
And when you see the distributions continually dropping, that's annoying, obviously. But if you base like, okay, at $1 and the shares trading at 15, that's like $13 payments on a $15 stock if it maintained, right?
Yeah, but it depends what you bought in at, though.
Exactly.
So you might be say you bought in at 23, you're looking at a 23 month.
Yeah,
well,
just longer.
Not necessarily 23 because we've had some good ones, but if we stay at $1, you're looking at 23 months, aren't you? So,
well, I said many shows ago, I can look at these like an annuity. You got a slug of money, you prefer a monthly check.
Yeah.
Throw it in there, say goodbye, look for my money every month.
Yeah, for sure.
Now with annuities, you do kind of have a fixed rate. You typically don't have any appreciation, but your money's the same every month.
Yeah.
With these, you get a check every month. The question is how much. So it's variable. But there's money left over at some point should you decide to sell the shares.
For sure.
So
the other day, we just need Mikey to sell his MSTR.
Yeah.
and then they'll go back up. Come on, Mikey, sell them MSTRs, brother.
Mikey has leveraged his portfolio on MicroStrategy. And, you know, we don't recommend leverage here, you know, because it's great when things are going up because you're leveraging, you're getting the, you know, expanded gains, but it's the opposite when they're going down.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Mikey's has been going down. So he's,
it'll come back.
It'll come, but
we'll get back, boys and girls.
Mikey's the one that actually said that, Brownie. He says, I know for a fact, as soon as I sell my micro, it's gonna run. You know what I mean? So we kind of were teasing him, Mikey.
Because I had my one share and I sold it and did nothing. I didn't have enough, Mikey. What else has been happening in news?
Well,
you bought anything lately? Anything you like?
Bought 10 more shares of Tesla this past week. So
nice.
Yeah, I like that. Slowly building that bag up.
It's getting going all right, isn't it? 25%.
Yeah, and it's going to continue to run, I think, Brownie. So any of you guys out there?
Wish I had the dry powder to buy some more, but
well, it's slowing steady. I think it's something like Bitcoin. It'll be a good buy regardless
of when
you do it. Now
they had that. What's that girl that looks after the ARK fund?
Oh, Kathy Woods.
Yeah, I watched something. She was thinking anywhere between 5 and 15 times in the next 5 years on Tesla.
I believe that. Yeah, there's a lot of talk and analysts, you know, with their predictions, but it's an AI play. It's not a car company. Don't look at it that anymore.
No,
cars are part of it, but
especially when the robots come out.
Yeah, robots, self-driving taxis. So that's it. But yeah, anyways, inflation's kind of holding in there. I think the percentages of a rate drop from 80 to 60, so it's still positive. So
Yeah.
We do need another rate cut. I think rates are too high, but I think that'll be coming this October. Sorry,
for sure. And hopefully we get a decent Misty dividend there.
Yeah.
Hopefully it all just rolls into one.
Yeah.
Starts going on the up. Just quickly, I was going to have a quick chat about, because people are looking at different ways, different ETFs. I know a lot of the guys are on Misty, they're on Alti, but there's a little app. I was talking to you about it, Brooke. It's called Blossom. Let me just bring up the gallery here. So Blossom. That's the logo there. Now, Blossom's like a social media for investors. So you can go into Blossom, set up an account and put your holdings in there. But because it's like a social media, you can go and look at other people's investments. So you've got a lot of these guys are online that you can, and a lot of them are on Blossom. I don't think Jamie's on there, but a lot of them are on there. And you can go and have a look at their percentages of what they're holding and different ETFs they're holding. And it gives you a bit of, you go, oh, this guy's holding, 14% of this. And you can sort of go and do a bit of research. And I found it good to find new ETF stocks so you can diversify. But yeah, it's just, I thought that'd be good for our guys just to have a look at.
Oh yeah.
And you can, as I said, you set your profile up, and then you go and have a look at other guys like that Marco, that does that ETF strategy guy, what he's called, ETF guy. He's in there, and you can go and have a look at what his
portfolio he runs.
Yeah. But then you can go and have a look at who's following him and who he's following.
Sure.
And then you can go and have a look, and it's quite good.
Oh, it's getting quite techie.
Well, it is, but we're all in the same game. We might as well try and help each other find little new stocks out there. Or
No, I've always maintained, Brownie, right along to the point you're mentioning. If you want to be a winner, find a winner and copy them.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? So kind of with this Blossom, I get the impression is there'll be a lot of people on there, probably a lot of winners.
Well, yeah.
And what are they doing? And why are they in that? And the other thing, if there's like 10 or 15, I don't know how many guys you'd probably follow on that. If the majority are into one specific stock, that should tell you, well, maybe I should be in that too.
Well, exactly right.
So.
And so I say this is that Paul Santori, right? So it sort of comes up like this, guys, and see how it gives you the percentages breakdown. But you go down here, let me just get up a bit, and it shows you all their holdings. And it doesn't give you their money, how much they've got in it, but it gives you the percentage.
Okay.
So this Santori, he's got 14.8% of HHIS. He's got 8.3% of MSTE. But you view more, and you can have a look at all their holdings. So
nice.
He's got Tesla. He's got 4.2% of his portfolio is Tesla. He's got TSPY, which is Tap Alpha Spy. He's carrying 4.2. He does have Misty. He has YMAG. He has Coney. He has NVIDIA. But he has a bit of everything. But I find it quite good. Just so you know,
one guy has all those holdings.
This is that. He was interviewed by that Marcos. I can't remember his last name. You know that Marcos, the young fella,
of Retiring Dividends.
No, he's
a different guy.
I think he's the ETF guy or something like that. No. But it's just handy, and you can go and have a look at who follows him and who he follows, and you can start I just thought that'd be good for the guys to have a play.
Blossom, that's called Blossom, and that's in the
BLO.
App Store. You download from the App Store.
Yep. Okay, or the Play Store. But I find it quite good for research. But other than that, what do you want to start on the
comments?
Sure,
you want to highlight them?
Big Alpha Romeo is the first one.
There he is. Alpha Romeo says, "Hey gents, will markets and crypto have a positive September? Hope everyone is well." Well, September's almost over, Alpha. Looking forward to another informative live stream. I think September's been okay. It's usually called Rectember, at least in the past, but it's not done so bad this year. So
obviously better than August.
A lot of people are excited about October. They call it Uptober, and then November, Moon November, meaning there's 2 good months back to back historically. So if things follow history patterns, say we're looking at a good final quarter of the year. So
let's hope. Let's hope, guys.
Yep. Nomad Jack and the lovely Pinky. Good morning, Brooke and Brownie. Let's have a positive crypto week. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yep. How you going, Jack? Let's do it, mate. We need to make some money, huh?
Thanks for being a channel member, by the way. That
Always
badge
member. Very good.
next to his name.
What have we got here?
Scott and Maritas from Pennsylvania. Wishing they were here, no doubt. Probably getting a little nippy over there. It
would be.
Almost October. Hey, Brooke and Brownie. Hello, Scott.
All the best, mate.
Yep.
You're going well over there. I know
the girls are over at Tops Daily having a coffee this morning. Tell Maritas. Frank T, is buying MicroStrategy and Misty at these levels smart or a waste of money? Well, what's your thoughts, Brownie? I can tell you mine first. I think it's a great buy for MicroStrategy and Misty if you're going in at this point. Because
just frustrating.
Yeah. Well, it's frustrating possibly if you're in it, which we are. But in fact, I'd probably be buying MicroStrategy if my bag wasn't full. Like, you don't want to get too concentrated in anything, guys. So mine's that's the biggest holding I have. Second biggest is Tesla. So I would say I wouldn't be buying at that. I'd be switching to Tesla to build my bag, even though Tesla's a lot more and it's on a run. As far as Misty, if my bags weren't big enough on the weekly and monthly payers, I think it's a hell of a buy at 15.
Oh, for
15
sure.
And change. Look at your payments, even at $1, as we said earlier, $13 in a year. So no, I think it's a great
people
buy.
are just sort of sitting there though, waiting. Can we just get a little bit of growth, and then you know what I mean?
Sure.
The fact that it's tanking, I think people are a little bit scared. Like I've got a Misty payment sitting there today. It'll come in today because out in Australia we're a little bit later. But I'm still debating: do I go to Alti or do I, I don't know. I'm looking at a few other ones as well. I'm looking at that WPay that I know you didn't like it too much with the fees and stuff, but I thought that WPay seems to be hot at the moment. Everyone's liking that.
Yeah, well, I think in times like this, it's good to look for the fastest horse in the race.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say don't focus on the past so much, although it can give you an indication. It's, hey, what's going to happen from now on? And do I see MicroStrategy, what are the odds of it going up versus down? I think it's a better chance, better risk portfolio. It's going to run up than run down.
Yeah.
The reason is I think Bitcoin's at 112 this morning, guys, and it was 109 on the weekend.
Yeah, it's jumped up
again. Hanging in good. So I think it'll continue to run up towards the end of the year, which will pull the others with it. So I don't think it's a waste.
No, I don't think so.
Richard Woolley, good morning, good evening. Thank you, Richard.
Good morning, Richard.
To you. Vegas Chris from Lost Wages. Good morning, Brooke, Brownie, and the Coop gang. Let's hope the markets are starting this fourth quarter, correct?
Yep.
Early, like now. Been a brutal week or so.
It has, but
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Anyways, up. Let's hope.
Yeah. FJ, in June 25, one report indicated that 97.45% of Misty's dividend payment of 147 was a return of capital, ROC, with just 2.55 as income. Yeah, now you have to be a little careful on that, because with the accounting rules, the IRS changed that. You're allowed to fast track the so-called return of capital. Yeah. And really, it's is it true? Well,
I heard that the Misty wasn't ROC, but Alti was. There was an interview there with one of the guys from YieldMax. So I'm not sure exactly how that's working, but I know Alti is ROC set up for the tax side of it. But
sure,
I don't think Misty was, because the guy did ask the question about that. But.
Yeah, I think the key thing, the only thing I would tell you that's of concern to people is when it comes to filing taxes. So you're going to get a statement at the end of the year from YieldMax, and it'll state, here's how much dividends you received from us during the 12 months, the year.
Yeah.
And what percentage was return of capital, what percentage was considered income. And that's what you'll use to file on your taxes. Now, everybody's percentage is the same that owns the stock. So that's, no difference. Is question how much, but
that's a question for your accountant, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it kind of is.
Yeah.
But eventually, and guys, the quicker you get return of capital means the less tax you pay sooner, the better. So you know, if you can delay paying tax for a year, 2, 5 years down the road, you're better off than paying it today. Paying it today, it's gone.
Yeah.
If you can pay it in 2 years or 3 or whatever, 1 year, you've had access to that funds to generate more money. So I like the fact that it's a return of capital on paper than income for tax reasons. But now eventually that does run out. Once you get 100% of the money back, you can't get any more return of capital. Then it's all income. So then you're paying heavy tax.
Yeah, for sure.
Living the adventure. What is going on with Misty? Well, Misty's being, it's kind of say what's going on with MicroStrategy. So if MicroStrategy is dropping, guys, Misty follows it. Not dollar for dollar, percent for percent, obviously, but when Misty MicroStrategy starts to run, and I think it's oversold, then Misty will be pulled. And you've seen that if you've followed it for a few months, you've seen the correlation.
I'd love him to stop buying Bitcoin for a little while.
Yeah, Saylor keeps ATM in the shares, which is depressing the stock price. But in the long run, Brownie, he who holds the most Bitcoin wins. And
I know, but you still got to keep your shareholders happy. You know what I mean?
Coop had a point. He said, a few weeks back, he says, and he's pissed that he's ATMing all the time. I know why he's doing it. I'm not as upset. I'm more of a long-term holder, let's say. But he did have a point. He says, Saylor is making it. So guys like me have to hold long-term. Yeah. You know what I mean? 100%. Guys like poor Mikey have to hold long-term.
We're all stuck. We're just
we're stuck with it. So, but eventually when Bitcoin runs, and it will, it's going to pull.
For sure.
Just the values.
Which will pull
quicker, right? So, yep. To buy and hold. Richard Woolley, Coopersthaiadventure, love that song. Well, I got news for you guys. I think I know who composed that song. Oh, look at him. He's here today. Well done.
Everyone loves the song, don't they?
They do. Yeah.
I've got a lot of positive feedback from it. And it's a catchy little number.
Brownie's got quite a musical talent.
Well, your nephew's here now. He's the man, isn't he?
No, he's the
pro.
Still the man. Yeah.
Ryan, you have to.
Yeah, my nephew just arrived, guys. He's here to stay, I believe. So we'll see. And
we hung out last night. He's a good fellow.
Yep.
Yeah. What do we got? Roger
Walker. Good morning, Brooke, Brownie, and everyone. Thumbs up. Make Darlena smile wherever she is on that cruise. Yeah, that'll help.
How you going, Roger? Hunter Orion.
Thank you for being a channel member, Hunter. Good event, Brooke and Brownie. Sound is good. Thank you. Looking forward to another great week in the markets. Yeah, let's
put the volume up, so we might be all right this week, people.
Yeah.
Last week we didn't put the volume up. We had a bit of a problem. Oh, the Saturday stream, I meant. Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully we're all good. I can't see any complaints, so we might be good, Brooke.
Yeah. Well, Brownie's a bit of a techie, a lot better than me. Wolf 5047. Good morning. Like that song as well.
Thank you, Wolf.
That's a new one.
Glad you liked it.
So thank you for that. Richard Woolley, what happened to Coop? He's gone Australian. He had a makeover. No, Coop's on the cruise ship, so Brownie's doing a great job.
You have to put up with me, mate.
No worries. Brownie likes to say, no worries, mate, no worries. Richard Woolley, hey, Wolf.
Hey, Wolf. Oh, the boys are having a private conversation.
Hello, and Richard Woolley. Yep, they're having their own under Orion, under promise, over deliver. Yep. Alfa Romeo, Brownie, take a look over your shoulder and let us know the Bitcoin price.
You got it on?
Yeah, I got it on there.
112,281.
Yeah, fear and greed. Well, it's neutral at 50. 50. So that's actually, I think, a great sign. And things aren't oversold at all. And when it's at 50 like that. What else is up there? Let's see here in a second. I usually track the Solana price.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people like the XRP price.
Oh, it's
Ethereum,
doing nothing.
They like that, but
I've got XRP, and I wish you'd hurry up. They talk it all up and does nothing.
Yeah, as Brownie says, they talk about 5,000, 10,000. Hey, let's get to $5 first.
That's what I'm saying. Drives you nuts.
Yeah, ETH is at 41.32, up 3.3%. XRP 286. You know, it hangs in there, but it doesn't seem to do much. And Sol's at 209. So I think Sol was like 180 there just last week. It was
I bought a little bit of the Sol's ETF, SOLZ.
Oh, no,
So
good
it's
for
the
you.
ETF for Sol.
Well done. My nephew's looking at that too.
Yeah, just for, I think it'll be all right eventually. What do we got?
I think Alpha was buying under 110, so you'd be happy. Wolf, Bitcoin is just over 112 too. Yep. Thank you.
A couple of weeks ago, you guys, it jumped about $2,000 while you was doing this stream, wasn't it? Was it last?
Well, they do, yeah. The buyers watch, so they decided.
Oh. Yeah, righto.
Yeah, righto. Hunter Orion bought the dip on Bitcoin. Well done. Looking for long-term appreciation. Yeah, it's a buy and hold, guys. Want to a lot
of smiles millionaire.
Yeah.
Yep, you can be that, Hunter. Not a
Land
problem.
of smiles millionaire. There you go.
Just need to get over here. Make the jump.
LV abroad. There he is. I think he's in the Philippines now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. YBET had a large payment and it's new. Maybe something to look at. Yeah, that would be interesting. YBET. Another one.
We can have a look at that. Sure.
Seems a lot of the companies have seen the success of Yield Max and are copying.
Yeah.
So you're getting a lot of copycats. And one thing with
the other one, sorry to cut you off, the Round Hill and that, they just don't seem to have that NAV erosion as much. I don't know what their strategy is, but they're dropping.
Yeah.
Especially if they're on MSTR or what do they have, MSTI or whatever.
Yeah,
MST,
whatever
there's
their
that many
things
of them.
are different
but
symbols.
Yeah, I'm sort of tracking the erosion, and ours is a little bit.
You'll find, I think, Brownie, with the higher erosion, when you look at the payment history, it's a higher return.
Oh, for sure.
Higher payments. When you have lower payments, say at 40% or 50, like a lot of yield maxes can be 80 to 120.
Oh yeah.
Return in a year, say return. When you're down at 40 or 50, your erosion's probably a lot less. So, but again, you want to look at the total return.
Yeah.
Sure, I lost money per share on the stock, but I made money when you accumulate all the dividends.
Yeah.
In a year, if you get your money back in a year, who cares what the stock price is? You got all your money back. The stock price is found money.
Saying that, you still want to protect that NAV if you can. The problem is if Bitcoin goes to, well, what do you think it's got to go to for MSTR to be pulled, Misty to be pulled? Let's say back to $24. I think it's got to get a fair bit of jump.
Yeah, if like a lot of them are calling for, say, 150 for Bitcoin year-end price, 150 to.
I don't think 150 pulls Misty to $25. I don't.
Well, hang on, it'll pull MicroStrategy should. If it's a 50% increase, maybe Micro does 75 to 100. It could double. FOMO's kicking in. That'll pull Misty up pretty good. Now, whether 25, maybe it's 22, 23, 21.
Oh, that'll do us. Get back up to 20 will do for now.
Well, yeah, no.
But I'm just thinking it might need more. It might need a 250,000 Bitcoin to pull MSTR.
Sure.
To pull Misty.
Well, the higher it goes, the better chance.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But
along with it, when Bitcoin runs, pulling Micro, the premiums, the volatility is starting to increase. And I think it's starting to increase now on MicroStrategy. So, the premiums they'll generate, but they kind of need a level or up market to help with that. But no, I can see them starting to rise again. They've been on the downtrend, but once Bitcoin runs, pulls Micro, you'll start to see those dividends, in my opinion, start running up again.
Yeah. But see, they're pulling those gains on the way down, right? And up. Obviously, they're paying both. Why would you say the erosion's so much? Like, why isn't it because at first you dropped from $23 to $13.50 in 6 months? That's nearly we're looking at 40% or something like that drop, aren't we? Something around those.
Keep in mind, everything is supply and demand. The reason prices will drop is there's more supply hitting the market than demand for it.
So the AUM is actually hurting us, do you think?
Sure.
Because I noticed the AUM has gone down $1 billion. It used to be 5.6 or something.
There you go. That's part of it. So now, obviously,
is that frustration? Are people getting out of the mystery
I
market?
suspect so. Short-term holders, people that are panicking too early, not realizing what they own.
Yeah.
You know, oh Jesus, I'm not used to stocks dropping. I love the payments. Oh, it's great. Look at my returns every month, but I hate the fact my stock price is dropping. So it's a mentality, in my opinion, that they're not used to that.
Yeah.
I don't really look at that. I look more long term. Just I want my money. I want my money every month.
Yeah.
And that's why I've always said, hey, double what you think you need. That way, if payments did drop in half, you're secure. So Anyways.
Waiting game.
Yeah, exactly. El Romeo, that's a great idea, Hunter. Again, they're having their conversations. Biggest Chris, I do 40% Misty, 30% Tesla, 30% Alti. Well, that's actually
good.
a pretty good
Yeah,
diversification.
I like that.
I collect the dividends, and if and when I am playing with house money, I will reevaluate. Yep, absolutely.
So I'm trying to get up to roughly those percentages, but it's just taking me a bit of time because I'm too heavy on Misty. That's my problem.
Once you're playing with house money, you're going to say, well, geez, I do have all my money back. I do like these checks. Look what it's done for me.
Yeah.
So why would you get out? You know?
Exactly right.
Probably staying. Shannon Mack. Hello, gentlemen. What are your thoughts on Solana crypto? I like it. I'm reading that in the next 5 years, it could be 1,000 easily. Is there anything else you would recommend other than Bitcoin? As always, thank you.
I'm carrying a little bit of HBAR, a little bit of SUI, a little bit of XRP. What's the other one I'm carrying?
Solana, Ethereum.
A little bit of Solana. No Ethereum.
No Ethereum.
I had Ethereum years ago.
Cardano.
No, I've had Cardano as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to carry those ones that when they start doing this cross-platform money transfer stuff, that apparently they all should go roughly together if they're going to be doing this cross-border payment stuff.
Altcoin season, maybe.
But I can't really recommend anything.
The only thing I like, Shannon, is obviously Bitcoin #1 and Solana #2. Solana is it generates the most income. And that's
this is what I can't understand. So Solana's doing 100 million transactions a day or whatever it is, compared to Ethereum doing stuff all of that. It might be doing 1 million or 2 million, whatever it is.
Too high on Ethereum,
But Solana just not, to me, Solana should be where Ethereum is.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand why that's not happening.
Well, let me tell you. They say that the market makers, and the biggest one is Binance with Wintermute. They're managing the pricing, to keep it down, and they're making money doing it. The problem that we have is we need legislation so they eliminate these wash trades. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you don't see that with necessarily stocks because there is legislation preventing a lot of this bullshit.
Yeah.
So they'll borrow from Wintermute, the Solana, dump it on the market to keep the price down, go back in at a lower price to buy it back, pay it back. You know what I mean? And so they're it's an artificial price cap, let's say, they're putting on it. But they're making money every time they do this.
Yeah.
So until they get legislation preventing
But
that.
the problem is with legislation, then we're trying not to have too much legislation. It's
I know what you're saying. You need some, but it's now the one thing though, Brownie, that's coming is, and it's in the works already. There's like a dozen ETFs coming out on Solana. Well, those ETFs, when they hit the market, are going to what? They're going to start buying Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Or sorry, what am I saying? They're going to start buying Solana.
Yeah.
Well, good luck. There's not a lot of Solana for sale. So when they start to hit all at once, I can see that price. I don't care what
they're even bringing an XRP ETF out as well.
Oh, well, I think you do that. Look out, guys. Don't get in that trade too long. Solana to me is more of a long term. So yeah.
On me too, but I just don't understand why Ethereum's so strong, and Solana should be the one up there.
Yeah.
Ethereum where Solana is, in my eyes.
I could see Solana, Shannon, getting back to your point, definitely being 1,000 in 5 years. So I would say if you had a choice, say between we're talking altcoins here, right? So Bitcoins kind of should be your base. And then you say, well, where should I diversify? There's XRP, there's Solana, there's Ethereum, there's there's all these other altcoins. Solana to me would be the fastest one in the race. So yeah, it'll definitely outpace Ethereum. So that's my view. So strictly my view.
That's the problem. There's that many crap coins that it's very hard to pick the eyes out of them.
Yep. There's literally tens of thousands of altcoins. Shannon Mack. Hello, gentlemen.
Sorry, I got the wrong one.
That one.
This one.
Wolf says, I am 341 per share from Misty House Money. Well done. Yeah. Very good. There's obviously a long-term holder, guys.
Very good, Wolf.
Biggest Chris. Brooke, how is your nephew taking to Thailand? He's loving it, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Brownie's helped him a bit too. Is it everything he thought it would be in the very short time he has arrived? He's only been here about 3 days.
He got a bike yesterday, so he ran got wheels. He's ready to go.
He's got wheels. That helps a lot. I think he's shocked at the prices, how cheap things are.
Yeah.
Compared, he's from Vancouver Island, Canada, and I know Vancouver Island is even more expensive than the mainland. You know what I mean? So, and the mainland's too damn expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far so good.
Like we had a roast last night. It was what, $6?
Yeah, like for a whole big meal.
For a beautiful plate was probably that big plate.
Yeah, with lots of meat. And he likes
like
that.
$6 in the West. It'd probably be $50. I don't know.
And he is a handsome man.
Very handsome man.
He's found that out. Oh my heavens! So yeah, he's having fun. Okay. He's definitely hooked, Vegas Chris. He's definitely hooked, and he's a young guy. So there's there's another guy in their 40s. There's a bunch. Brownie's in his 40s. I don't mind saying. There's a bunch of them here.
Should dine, bro.
You should. You look even younger, but there's a bunch here in their 40s that are retired. So it's not out of the realm of possibility, guys. Mikey D, what's going on in the land of smiles today? It's another day in paradise, Mike. Hope everyone's doing great. Yeah, we are.
Hello, Mike. Here's the Johnny Poulos.
Johnny Poulos. Good day, B1 and B2 and all the viewers. Hope everyone is well in the land of smiles.
We are, Johnny.
Johnny's happy to be back.
We'll see you in the pool later, brother.
Richard Willie, I'm never selling my Misty.
I
collect payments till the
I can't afford to.
Home.
Afford to sell it, bro.
Hunter Orion at Richard Willie and Alpha Male. Hopefully I find the right Thai or Filipina that won't send me home broke and broken. True.
You'll be right, mate.
Yeah, you'll be
They're out there. There's some great people. Great girls.
Yep.
You just got to find the right one.
There's good and bad. So
we're lucky. Like Brooke's got a lovely lady. And
so do you, Brownie.
Old G-Banger. She's a good chick too.
Yeah.
They're there. You can find them.
Jen is referred to as G-Banger, but
she's got 100 nicknames.
Yeah.
She's got 100 nicknames.
Same with Jackie. Yep. Jack Spratt.
Which one are we up to?
Okay, where are we at? Hunter Ryan. We have that one already? Richard Willie, not from hopefully.
Oh,
yeah, we got that one.
Sorry, I'm not real good at this.
Alfa Romeo, MicroStrategy is up in pre-market. Run, baby, run. Yeah, that would be nice. It's my biggest holding. I would like it to start running.
Yes, please.
Stu Lovell, hey, Brooke and Brownie, I hope all you guys have got your XRP, XLM, XDC, and HBAR. They're all winners.
I've got 2 of them. Hope you're right, Stu.
Not my cup of tea, Stewie. Sorry.
Yeah, not Brookie's style, but
we'll see how we go. Logan C, I've been gone for 2 weeks and looks like Coop got more than dental implants. Brooke looks totally different. No, the bro looks totally different. Sorry. Cooper. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think that's all he had done. Biggest Chris, love to hear you are still buying Tesla. I'll be buying for quite a while yet. I'm still getting some of that with MicroStrategy, Tesla, iBit, and Meta. Those are my stock plays. I play 4 stocks, so you're limited. 4 cryptos, okay, and 3 yield maxes. Well, that's diversified. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's fun.
Think that is. Yeah, I do think it's diversified. I have MicroStrategy biggest, Tesla second, IBIT is way down in the line. I do have a touch of it, not much.
Well, it's just a Bitcoin play.
Yeah, it's a pure Bitcoin play. I need to build that up. Meta, I don't. I'm not touching Meta. But yeah, that's I'm even not as diversified as you. I got 2 yield maxes, 1 crypto. Well, actually 2, I guess, with Bitcoin, Solana, and 3 stocks maybe.
Well, that's what's he got? 11 options.
Or 8, yeah.
Hey, he's going good.
I believe in freedom. Good morning, gents. What are your thoughts on SCMY?
That's the chips, isn't it?
I think it is. Yeah. In my opinion, it's a very good ETF. It's been pretty good. Yeah, I think, I think it's a combination. Probably.
I think you should have a bit of it. Like that's where we're headed, isn't it? It's all about the chips and the quantum computing and all that stuff.
NVIDIA in it, I'm sure. Probably, the big one out of Taiwan, TSMC, maybe.
Yeah.
Intel's maybe in there. So yeah, they've had a good run.
Yeah,
should be okay.
They got to keep,
and they will be okay long term.
Oh, for sure.
The chips, because that's where the future is. Everyone's going to need chips and more of them.
For sure.
El Promeo, Hunter, broken, we can recover with time. Broke, well, that's a different story. If the heart is broken, it will recover in time. However, if you are flat broke, that might be tough.
Oh, Wolf, thank you. Yeah, Marcus Miller. Yeah. So he's the guy from the Blossom.
Oh,
I was trying to say that interviews all the Yield Max guys, and he does a lot of the CEO, all the major traders for some of these funds.
Thanks, Wolf, for mentioning that.
He's quite. I don't mind that Marcos Miller. He's only a young fella, but he interviews them, good interviews with these guys, and he goes and talks to the Round Hill guys and the Yield Max guys, but he has stake in that Blossom as well. So yeah. But yeah, no, I like his stuff.
Well, yeah. It's good that we do find out these other things. Like I kind of have
the more
narrow
education you can get, the better,
absolutely.
Right? That's what it's all about. And we're all trying to help each other. Like we're all in the same boat. We all want to make a good living, and even if you're in the West, but obviously your money's going to go a lot further in the East. But Thailand's it's great for you can live probably live on a quarter of what you would in the West, probably a fifth, maybe whatever.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, it's great here in the land of smiles. But I was going to say my focus is fairly narrow on what I do follow and who I trust and follow.
Yeah,
I love that Invest Answers, Jamie. So I tend to mirror him as far as his buys and what he's heavy into. For the most part, not totally, but he likes MicroStrategy. He's huge on Tesla. Solana, he's big on.
Yeah.
And then he has smatterings. Well, obviously Bitcoin too, but he's got smatterings of other stuff. So.
Just saying that though, like us, we're a little bit younger than you, Brooke.
Yeah.
We can probably have a little bit more risk.
Well, and you can have more versatility and volatility, and you have, it's good. I'm glad the younger people do have different views, follow different guys.
Yeah.
The more research.
But we appreciate, your insight into certain things, but people do want to, sometimes we just want to have a crack. We might lose, but we're going to have a crack.
Here's the thing, Brownie. When you're like, say, my nephew and your age, you're 20, 30 years younger, you have more time. So I'm a little more
time to get broke
too. Well, hang on. You're better to go broke at 40 than 70.
Exactly right.
You know what I mean? At 40, you can make it back. At 70, it's pretty hard. So I tend to be a little more conservative. Go with the guys.
No, that's fine. And I fully understand that. And I'm a little bit. I'm dabbling, but I've got to work out exactly where I want to head.
Biggest Chris, another channel member. Oh no, we missed that one. Hang on. Pound that like button. Make Darlene smile on the ship. Correct. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
They're probably on the ship watching now.
Yeah, they probably are.
Have fun, guys. On the big ship. Cooper will be sitting on those poker machines.
Oh, he'll be going strong on those.
Bang, bang, bang. Hopefully you're getting those jackpots, mate.
Yeah, hand pays are called, I think. Hunter Orion, kicking myself about Tesla. Asked my financial advisor what their take was just before Robotaxi rolled out in Austin when Tesla was $2.25. Wasn't that a buy? Their take was lukewarm. Should have pulled the trigger. Honestly, Hunter, I think you can pull the trigger now and still be happy in 2, 3, 4 years.
Yeah.
When it does
when was that last
3, 4, 5x.
when they did that last split.
Oh, that was a couple of years back.
Couple of years, was it?
Yeah, yeah.
Because what it hit 1,000 or 1,100 or something, didn't it?
I wasn't in Tesla at the time, Brownie. So I was kind of one of those guys, car company, I don't know, the technology's new, we'll see. But the more research I did, especially with James, another Brighter with Herbert, that's another great Tesla source. Trust him. Holy geez, I started. Yeah, it's an AI play, not a car company. So, but I think, it'll do a split
around the 1,000
26, 27, maybe one or two splits, they figure. Because it tends, I think, between 900 and 1,200 is the ideal situation where the company wants to split to make it more affordable for the average guy to get.
And then you can do a 10-to-1.
Yeah, you can do a 10-to-1. You can do an 8-to-1, or 9-to-1. So you get the stock back down to $100 to $150. A lot more people can get into it.
Yeah,
than it's at 900 or 1,000. So no, I think it'll continue to run. So, but again, long-term hold. Richard Duggar, Bubba, there he is. I'm going to buy more Tesla when the market opens Monday. How you been doing, Brooke? I'm doing good, Bubba. Bubba's back in Alabama.
Yeah,
and
he was coming over, but he not happening now, or
Bubba tends to go with the flow. So 1 month he's coming, next month he's not, and the next month he might. You know what I mean? So that's okay. But one thing he doesn't change, he's still in his Yield Max ETF.
Oh yeah, he was one of the originals, the OG.
He's one of the OGs, and I think he told me one time he got all his money out in 12 months.
Yeah, I think it was less than 12 months.
Might have been less.
He was in those he got those early ones, those $4 ones.
Yeah. Now he was in, I think, at a $30-some average.
Well, saying that, yeah, he did. He would have bought higher.
Yeah, he did get the higher payment, so he's definitely. But he's still going strong. He's got his money out. He's collected, basically free money for lifestyle chips and living life. So come on back, Bubba, if you get a chance. Live and learn with Mike. Good morning, Brooke and Frank.
What am I, Frank, this time?
Yeah, you're Frank now. Next, please, Mr. Nutt with his Texas humor. Welcome to Thailand's first ever financial B&B, Brooke and Brownie, bed and breakfast. I'll take 2 large bags with a side of bacon. I have some great ideas for some new shirts. Well, here's a
imagine the nut boy coming up with ideas.
An entrepreneur we have here. Okay,
he is.
Now, where's Ernesto? Jeff Trio. Hey guys, I was wondering your thoughts on the ETF blocks. They pay weekly every Monday.
I looked at this the other day. I haven't had enough to be on it, like a good look, but I did see it the other day, and it did prick my eyes and ears up.
What's it about? Or? Geez, look at so many. It's hard.
I do look at so many. I'd have to have a look, Brooke, but I do remember blocks, definitely.
You're always either bombarded with ideas or something will come up, something said on one of the financial channels we watch, the videos. And then you put them in kind of a watch list.
Yeah, that's what I've got them in.
Yeah. And when the watch list gets like to 20, 30, 40 different stocks.
Yeah, they all start blending into one.
I got 100 that I follow. Mind you, a lot of them are, JP Morgan, the regulars, but there's still probably 20 or 30 that, you could possibly look at getting someday, but you just can't remember everything.
It's Title Trust 2. It's trading at 22.65, and the underlying is 3 components: equity portfolio, holding equity share. Don't know. We'll check that one out, Jeff.
I find, guys, when you're looking at stuff like that, I use Grok, and then I'll put in there something like, Grok, explain block to me.
Yes.
The block shares.
And it's good for comparison too. Compare blocks to this.
Oh, yeah.
It's fantastic.
You let Grok do all the work.
Yeah.
And I think that ChatGPT is another one. I just prefer Grok. Perplexity is another one. But, yeah. Hunter Ryan at Alfa Romeo agree. Broken can be fixed by staying in the game. Risk management keeps me from going broke. Yep. And I think diversification is good, guys. Steve Dice, Misty is at 13.52, and I bought at 23.
Oh, it's the same, Steve. Exactly the same, man.
Yeah.
We just got to wait it out.
I'm at
Get that bloody
23.
Bitcoin running, and we'll all be good.
Live and learn with Mike. I bought more Misty. So you have people thinking, Jesus, should I get out now? And then you have people thinking, oh, shit, I think it's a hell of a buy. So, so it makes a market. Biggest Chris, Brownie, not get the message on the orange shirt.
I actually did. Brooke asked me if I wanted to wear one. I said, no, I'll be right. Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
I've got the old, what have I got on? This is actually the Gorillas. You know the band Gorillas? Pretty cool band. Yeah, I'm sorry. If I had the orange shirt, maybe the Bitcoin would have went higher. 112.77 is still going right.
Still going good. Paul Martin, good morning, guys. Coop reckons MicroStrategy is going to be 1,000 by the year's end. Do you guys agree, or has he been smoking crack again?
I hope he's right, but I don't know. I can't see it.
He does these things sometimes without telling me. And I almost have to, when I see him, and
when you do the old eye roll,
please turn around. I need to boot you in the ass, But he gets so committed. He's so certain. And I understand why he did.
I admire the commitment.
But I hope he's right. I thought it was a huge mistake. But he missed out on a MicroStrategy run a couple years back when it went like ballistic. And he had caught out
himself,
yeah. And he said, "I'm never doing that again. I should have rode it out." So, will I hit 1,000? That's a triple. Yeah. I don't know. Bitcoin would have to run. If Bitcoin had a crazy,
you'd have to go to 200 at least.
Yeah, 200 would do it. 200 would do it, but I don't know. I'm thinking more $1.50 maybe by year end. So maybe micro at 5 or 6 would be great.
Even that'll be okay. Get us to 600 for now.
So maybe he's been smoking crack, Paul. Richard Duger, aka Baba. I think the WPay will be a good stock to buy, Brownie.
I agree, mate.
I'm going to start buying some of that stock. Yeah, Bubba's pretty heavy in the yield maxes, so he's got a pretty good income each month now. You can afford diversifying.
Yeah.
Ryan Laird, who is Brooke's stylist?
Oh, the one and only Jackie.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, nice hair.
Looking sharp, brother. Looking sharp.
That happens to be my nephew. Making a
bloody JT. The last stream I did, JT sent me a picture of that Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
While on me, you bastard. Well, at least he didn't put it on the thing, on the chats. So I've went over the side for you today, JT. Not as high, mate.
No. Mike D, Brooke, doesn't that return to capital eat into the NAV? Eventually, yeah. At what point, if any, do you think we should be concerned about the NAV, say, on Alti?
Well, it's dropped about 50 odd cents, hasn't it? Bit more.
Yeah.
I think I bought it at 603 or something.
Again, I kind of look at it as, hey, I put that money, I've allocated the money. I'm not too worried about the NAV or the price of share. I want my check every month, every week in this case with Alti. And I've been getting it every week and it's been good. So yeah, that's now, is there a point? I suppose if it's, but see, when you with Alti, because of that 30 stock underlying, you're pretty well diversified. People maybe tend to panic more with stuff like Tesla or
you only got the one,
because it's one stock. Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I've always liked Alti. I got into Alti early, but watched it early anyway, and I've been buying all the way down. But I think that the most I spent was 603, and I've been buying the way down. But what I like about Alti is if two stocks aren't performing, out they go. Bring two new ones in, or it's got a bit more go about it. Like we're not relying just on the one stock. Yeah,
it's different, Mike, than holding, say, an Apple stock or Alphabet or Google, where hey, you're not getting a check, you're not getting a dividend, you're just relying on the price of the stock. You're not relying on the price of the stock so much with these payers, because you want your money, you want your check every week or every month. So the price of the stock, now, if you give it 12 months and you say, hey, what did I get in dividends? Oh, the share price dropped in half. That's not good. But if you add the two together, sure, you've had NAV erosion, but your overall payment is
Yeah.
good. Well, there you go. So you know, you got to kind of look at it with that.
Well, exactly right. But saying
Right.
that 13.5 is just too low. Even if it was at 17, would be a lot happier.
Sure.
Because the problem is you're losing too much. You know, from the NAV erosion side. I'm not sure. It depends what month you got in, but some people that got in, say, 4 or 5 months ago, it's just like, holy shit, you know what I mean? People that have been in a bit longer, we can sort of take it a bit more, but still, we just need to get that.
So I think the way to look at it is, okay, say you weren't in anything and you're looking at Misty at $13.50 and it just paid out $1 and there's 13 payments in a year. If I put $13.50 in one share, and I got that payment every month, every 13 in a year, I got my money back in 12 months. So you know,
we just need that to start turning around, because if it's going to get down to $10, say, obviously we're going to drop in dividends too, aren't we? So
yeah,
staying from Aldi point back to Aldi, you're a lot. You feel a bit more secure with Aldi, the fact that they have those 30 stocks, and if some aren't performing, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I think Misty's been up to $40, so you know, the all-time high, let's say.
Yeah,
but we'll see. Ernest Jones, there's Ernie. Good morning,
hey,
Brooke
Ernie.
and Brownie.
Hello, mate.
We'll see you in the pool.
I didn't see him yesterday in the pool, did we?
Oklahoma had a good day yesterday. His football team. No, we didn't see him yesterday. Alfa Romeo, Brooke, James' video today was interesting. Tesla is rated the best card, which is average annual return of growth, say.
40, I like how he
48.53% total return since IPO. Yeah, look at that percentage over the last 15 years. In the market, okay, I know it's done well, but those numbers are huge. Yeah, they are.
It's number one, Tesla, when it comes to the
CAGR.
card. Yeah.
Compound annual growth rate.
Yeah, CAGR, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Tesla, guys. Alfa Romeo, and Tesla's just started, correct?
Because it was like, they had like Walmart and all these big organizations in there that have been going forever, but the percentage over because I think Tesla was 2010, if I remember correctly. And it's running running really well.
So he was, they did a pay package for him back in, I think, 2018. And it was, people were scoffing. There's no way he can meet those goals. And he would, if he had, he'd get billions in pay, you know, in stocks. And they couldn't believe it. They said, well, that's never going to happen, you know. Well, it did. And then
and he bought a lot of his own stock too, didn't he?
Well, he just bought $1 billion worth of his own shares.
So, you know, he's backing his own. He's backing himself, isn't he? So,
but this new pay package, Brownie, is worth $1 trillion should he meet these goals. Well, some of the goals are 8x in the stock price. You know what I mean? So there's nobody saying, "Oh, I don't think he'll ever do." Oh, that's
they can't now because
they can't because he proved
they judged him last time.
Yeah,
and
I
knocked
believe
him out of the park.
Alpha's right. I think it's Tesla's just started.
Yeah, I think so too.
Guapo Loco. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Brownie, how you going? Are you ready for the next birthday? John is making the cake.
We went out the other night, Brooke, me and Guapo and Johnny, JT. We went out and had a good night.
Oh, good, good.
He come on the ride last Thursday, and then we kicked on one of those random nights. It was supposed to be a couple of beers, turned into about 13.
Just 2 beers. Yeah, 2 beers. Live and learn with Mike. Stu, I'm in deep with XRP, HBAR, and XLM. I'm with you.
Yeah. I'm XRP and HBAR, but not too heavy, but I got enough.
Stu Level, Mike, thumbs up. Richard Duggar, Bubba, Tesla pays out 2 times in October, should pay out at least 75 cents a share. That's Tesla, I guess he's talking.
Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, good.
But yeah, we get, because that's what we had last month. We had the 2, didn't we? With Misty, but they must be doing it this month.
Richard Woolley, when the market's like this, it weeds out the weak and the tough stick with it. That's my plan anyway. Yeah.
Yep. We just got to ride it out.
Rick Price, I read a news story that the SEC was investigating, questioning the crypto treasury companies such as MSTR and BMNR and that was the reason MSTR strategy dropped a bunch. I don't think MSTR is getting investigated at all. I've heard some of these other so-called treasuries are. In other words, if they've got a dead company, it's a shell, it's a, what do they call it, a ghost or phantom, that let's switch to a treasury and get the stock price to run up, and they're not doing anything. So
like one guy there was there a couple of months ago or whatever, when he said he's going to buy $1 billion worth of,
he
never did. It's like, what are you doing, mate? You can't say it and not do it. Like, I'm sorry, I've got no faith in your company now.
Exactly.
Bye-bye.
So, but yeah, and they should invest some of these.
Well, for sure.
Investigate some
of
these companies to make sure they're on the up and up. By the way, MSTR strategy and Saylor specifically, he's a regular at the White House.
Yeah, he's under the spotlight.
No, I mean regular. It's more than once a year. It's probably every. But
he wouldn't be able to get away with anything. They'll be watching him from all angles.
Well, they'll be discussing.
He's got to be legit.
Would you ever be interested in selling? Maybe, if we were to buy you.
Well, there's talk that even the American government may buy 20% of MSTR. I know it's all hearsay or whatever, but they're thinking how. There was a talk going around they might buy the whole lot, but Saylor's not going to sell it. Why would he? But 20%,
never know.
That'd be good too, because that'd punch the share price up as well.
You got that right. More demand. Elvia Broad from Philippines. Mr. Stock Market is manic depressive. When he is happy, he wants too much. When he is sad, take this deal, says Mr. Buffett. Yeah, Buffett's in buying when the blood's in the streets, so to speak. So now Buffett did say one thing I laughed at. He says too much diversification is not good. It's like having a harem of 40 ladies. You never really get to know one too good, do you? In other words, his point was you can't follow that many stocks.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different with the ETFs, that with the dividend income stocks. You can probably have a little bit more.
Yeah, you have you're getting a weekly pay.
Like as I said, a lot of these top guys that I follow in Blossom, that they'll have their holdings will be 15, 20 ETFs. But they hold, like I say, a VTI or a VOO, which will pay a smaller dividend, but they'll have like 30% of their portfolio in it. You know what I mean? So these other ones can not perform so well, but they've always got that chunk coming in.
That are doing okay, and they're probably they'll have the semiconductor. They'll have an AI play. They'll have a Bitcoin play. They'll have an oil play, maybe.
Exactly right. Plus those bigger ones like the VTI and that, you're actually making a bit of growth. Not like you would in the growth shares, but you're not getting the NAV erosion at all on the big guys.
So it's good to follow, and that was Blossom, I think you said.
Just have a look at it, guys, and see what you think. And you can always comment what you think next week or whatever.
Stacks Bitcoin says Ethereum will soon be declared the settlement later of the global financial system. Why do you think Trump only holds ETH? Even his Bitcoin is wrapped BTC on ETH. Well, we'll see. That's ETH. There'll probably always be around. I just don't know how. I don't believe it's the fastest horse in the race. I think Solana is definitely going to be.
Well, his next comment here says that
Solana is promising, but way too young and centralized. It's a good hold, though.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Blexter Drums, hit that like button. See you guys in 3 weeks only. Well,
he's coming out
here.
He?
Yeah.
Did he end up doing the drum beat on the song?
I don't know.
Blakes, did you ever play around with that song? So there you go.
Rick Price, SEC officials warned companies they could have potentially violated the regulation fair disclosure rule. I think they had something to do with getting shareholder approval to switch the focus of the company from whatever they were doing into a treasury company, whether it's Solana, Bitcoin, whatever. Yeah. So interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, right.
Michael Hulls. Hi, boys. XBTY. I do own some.
Yeah.
Seems a great, consistent pair. They're over 40 cents per week, or $1.60 per week on a $19 stock. $1.60 per month, that should be, on a $19 stock. Appreciate your thoughts.
I like
already hit that like button. I do own that, Michael. In fact, the last, actually, yeah, I do get paid weekly. I bought Tesla last week, 10 more shares, and I bought 100 shares of the XBTY just to build that bag up a little more.
Yeah.
I got
bit
enough
of Alti
Alti.
still, don't you?
What's that?
Still got your Alti.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's big enough. A little bit of Misty, not much. I did that switch, and I did lose money on the Misty, but then I was buying Alti at a discount, I thought. So, it was a wash.
Plus, you picked it up on Tesla as well.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. So
it's jumped 25%. That's great growth in a month.
And he's already hit the like button. That's great. Thank you, Michael. Maybe the rest of them can do that. Help out. Rick Price, that prohibits public companies from selectively sharing non-public information with analysts and investors who might trade on it. Okay. Yep. Rick Price, lawyers told the Journal that letters from FINRA, the financial reporting agency, off investment, often signal the beginning of probes into potential insider trading. Yeah, they need to look at that shit.
I noticed there was a guy comes up on one of my socials where he's made a bot and it follows a lot of these people, politicians and that, and what they're buying. It'll tell you every day where the big money's coming in. It's like an AI bot. But, and I'm going, oh, he's keeping an eye on them anyway.
What's her name? Pelosi will be watched.
Watches all them. But he just watches the big buys. But
best stock trader the markets have seen.
Yeah.
Insider trading is what it is. Hunter Orion, only 34 likes. Ooh, come on, let's get Brooke and Brownie over the line. Yeah, we need to.
We've got to get a bit more than that.
Like button. Make Brownie smile. Wolf 5047. I watch a lot of YouTube channels. I do too.
Yeah,
I try to learn a little from them all. Yep.
Yeah, they'll all give you something.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be on a channel, especially a new one, say, oh, what's this guy talking? And you realize he hasn't got a goddamn clue what he's saying. Some of them are just not worth the what you
I think that's why James is so popular, because he's got all the backing.
Yeah, the data.
The receipts, you know what I mean? And he shows you. So this is why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Keeps the emotions out of it, and he does share his trades quite often. And so.
Oh, that's another thing with that Blossom. If you follow them, it'll tell you when they buy.
Oh,
so you go down on their wall and it'll say, Marcos has bought a percentage. It doesn't tell you exactly how much or how much he's paid and all that, but it just tells he's bought this. And so, that's interesting. Why has he bought that? And you go and have a look, that sort of stuff.
True. Yeah, no, that is good. Wolf again then says everyone has a different reason to invest, correct? And different views based on their life experiences. Yeah, he's got a good point. A lot of us in the weekly and monthly payers are doing it strictly for the income.
Yeah.
But then we've always said, hey, you want to have that so you can live, and then you want to have growth for the future. So that's why I do the Tesla and the MicroStrategy for the growth, and I do the weekly and monthly, like the LTs and the XBTY, Misty for the weekly, monthly payers to live on. So that's what most of us do.
You do it.
Richard Willie, Coops probably is on the one-armed bandits right now. Yeah, you're absolutely right. He loves
chasing his tail.
But the funny thing, Brownie, he did a back-to-back cruise this time. So he flew. I don't forget where he flew, but anyways, they start from there. They do, I think, 11 days
in Barcelona, and then they go around to
Venice.
I think it is. They go back to Barcelona,
and then they go back to Barcelona. So he ends up where he started because he's doing the back-to-back cruises. He'll be at the same locations twice on the 21 day or 22 days.
Seen Darlene, she posted some pictures there of the Basilica, and that's bloody beautiful.
Oh yeah,
I love Barcelona. It's a great city.
But he's done enough of the one arm. You get points, for the, you got those cabins free.
Yeah, I know.
It was like the presidential suite. Like the taxes and port fees, I think were $600 a head total for the two cruises. So it was only 3 and 3. Like hello, like that's so now. Is he losing money to pay for those in reality? He did okay the last.
Yeah, well, he went all right in the last one, didn't he?
Yep. Stu Level, Wolf 5040 says, yes, exactly. Age and different goals. Yet we're all in different phases of our lives. True.
Exactly right.
Biggest Chris, I like my financial advisor to help with my taxes, etc., but never take his advice on what to invest my money in.
I agree.
Some of the boys have found that,
Well, and they won't let you, they won't advise you to go something that's a little bit more. They like that 7 to 11% or whatever. You going on making 50% over here or 60 or 80, whatever. They're going to stay away.
Yeah,
but you got to have a little bit of risk in your life.
You got to do your own research. And, Stu Level, financial advisors are clueless. Trust your gut. Do your own research. Yes.
Yep.
Works for me. I know when
I
had a guy doing mine and he was charging me 1.4% a year. Well, that was thousands of dollars.
It adds up. Yeah, bloody hell.
And I'm thinking, Christ, I can do better than this guy.
Yeah.
Even if you only invested in the S&P.
Yeah.
My guy wasn't even making enough. The S&P was doing better.
Yeah.
And I would say, it's just give me a comparison between how we've done. I always said we've done versus the S&P. Hum and haw, and it was, different numbers. He was trying to,
And he's probably got 1,000 or 500 people doing the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a pyramid scheme, isn't it?
Well, and there's a lot of people that
are
clueless, and they just want a guy like that to do their work.
Yeah, it's not that hard. Just do some research.
Yeah, exactly. But
go and follow the big guys. Follow the money, I say.
Yep.
If they're buying, $1 billion worth of something, there's a reason.
When Elon's buying $1 billion worth of Tesla stock, it might tell you something. Brownie, what's Duke doing these days? Tesla yield max sucks. Oh, really? Tesla Harvest Canadian is better for trading or holding as its distribution is consistent. I don't know. Tesla's kind of on a run with the yield max now.
It's going all right.
$9.
Yeah.
It was down 6 and change there one time. I
think it's going really well at the moment.
In the meantime, you've been collecting payments every, I think it's weekly or monthly with that. I think it's monthly. But yeah, there's Canadian ones. If you're Canadian guys and you do the Canadian ones, you don't pay the 15% withholding when they're Canadian based. So
yeah, right.
That's one benefit.
Because they virtually have a Canadian version of everything, don't they?
They pretty well do now.
Yeah.
The thing I don't like, and I keep everything in the US dollars, is I don't trust the Canadian peso, number one. Number two, the volumes. They're not typically anywhere near as high in Canada. The exchanges are too small. So when you have great liquidity and high volumes, you get in and out easy at the price you want, and you don't have to worry about positions, getting in or getting out, closing, trades, let's say, if you're in the options.
What do you think about this? Well, there's talk that they're going to do a Texas exchange.
Well, that'd be interesting.
Interesting,
competition is good, Brownie. The more competition, the better. And, we'll see. You know who I could see listing there? One of the first ones?
Tesla.
Yeah, they got a factory there.
Yeah,
they'll probably go to him and say, "Hey, come with us. Here's why." Anyways, interesting times. Wolf says Blocks deals with crypto stocks, Bitcoin, and Ether. They pay 36%. Sounds like that's an annual yield, and goal is to go up in value.
So you get some growth and stuff.
So they're. For me, Wolf, I wouldn't bother because again, I'm not into Ether. So. When you don't have faith in something like that, now if that was Bitcoin and Solana that you had said, then I would take a look. Just me. Wolf, my Misty is still above $24 average cost in, I guess, except for my small portfolios I'm dripping into. Yeah, when you do the drip like that, you're lowering your dollar cost averaging in at a lower value, bringing your overall price down. So that's tends to be popular. Richard Woolley, I'm at 2074, 2,000 shares, so down big time. Got to play the long game.
Oh, he's done well. Oh,
yeah,
got down to 2074. It's very good.
Well, like I'm down. What am I down? Over 20% in strategy. From my average cost. So, but hey, now what I do, guys, and I've mentioned this, is I sell calls, upside calls. So that generates a bit of income. So I'm kind of getting paid to wait out the stock run. Check out videos on that. You can make a few bucks, but yeah.
But you got to prove to the exchanges to the brokerage mobs that you can actually do it, don't you?
Yeah, but typically, Brownie, when you register, just tick all the boxes. Yep. Are you a long-term trader? Yep.
Yeah, but they ask you these certain questions. Well, was it Stake or IBKR? I think it was IBKR. Asked me these certain, and of course I wasn't doing the leveraging, it sort of went, no, you're not ready for it. It knocked me back. Because I was just ticking everything. I wasn't thinking of, and I went, oh, I'll worry about that later. I'll go and think about it later. But yeah.
Ivy Millingen. Hello, guys. You're doing great. Say hi to the girls.
Thank you, Ivy.
There's at the Ivy.
They're over at Tops. We're thinking about buying shares in Tops daily, aren't we?
Tops Daily, Swadika. Yeah.
We give them that much money. We should. Wonder if they floated.
Oh, that's funny. That they opened that new Tops quick next door to us.
Fantastic.
And it's great. Yeah, we love it. Robert Pierpont, I got messages on my Webull brokerage last week about bigger players lowering their MSTR price target for this year from 640 to 620. Hoo-hoo. Not that it means anything other than what are they predicting? Yeah, everyone's got a prediction.
I had a mate, his brother-in-law was pretty heavy into with the Webull brokerage, and they virtually canned his account or put on frozen for some reason. He said, stay away from it. So I don't know. Just keep an eye on that Webull. I don't know anybody on Webull. It's a Thai one, I think, isn't it? I think, well, it's maybe an Asian one, but I know a lot of people here, including our girls, they're IBKR. People seem to be very happy with IBKR. Yeah, it's huge. It's worldwide, probably the biggest for worldwide. It's legit, and so, but no, I don't know anybody on Webull. As far as that price target, I'd be tickled pink with that. The biggest Chris, Dallas Cowboys 16, Green Bay Packers 13 at halftime. Boy, that's an upset for those who care. I do love what about football. The rugby league, mate? Oh, rugby league. See, Brownie got me hooked on this rugby league. Good game yesterday, wasn't it? Yesterday was it had to be one of the top 2 games of the whole season. Yeah, it was great. It happened to be in the semifinal. So, yeah, you're hooked. The big dance is next Sunday. What time? Yeah. What did I say? About 3 o'clock or something? I think it's 3 o'clock our time, Thailand. So, Thailand time. Wolf says that Richard Woolley, I own just over 4,100 shares of Misty, and all but 2 are above $24, but I am not selling any. No, we can't sell. We just Coop's heavy in the Misty. I think BB is as well. There's a lot of guys here love the Misty. There's a lot of guys here love the Alti. So, pick your poison. Yeah. Blakester Drums, just a heads up, starting October 1st, Tesla not only loses a $7,500 tax credit per vehicle, correctamundo, they lose all the ZEB credits, credits they sold to. Long story, but a huge revenue loss. I don't even know what ZEB credits are. I don't either. But yeah, they do lose the $7,500 tax credit. That's obviously going to affect a lot of sales, right? It can. Yeah, sure. But then, I'm glad they did that because, let the markets decide where they want to put their money, But as far as an EV vehicle, Tesla does have the technology. And going forward, when the robo-taxis start to really roll out, I don't think a tax credit is going to make a hill of beans difference. People can be earning money putting their Tesla into Uber or Bolt here in Thailand and be in bed. The car is running itself. That's going to be huge, isn't it? Making money huge, So while you sleep, it's not a matter of if; it's simply when. The technology's there; it's getting perfected. So I wouldn't worry about that. To me, Tesla's still a buy. Tommy Lee, the Tominator. Look at that smile. Good morning, Brooke, Brownie, and Tubers. Morning, Tommy. Richard Woolley, good man, Wolf. Trev M, thanks for the show, gentlemen. I bought LFGY last few weeks. Been great. Check it out. Tesla and Solana will be $1,000 by 2030. Easy. Cheers. Yep. I definitely agree. Jack Bree, 2 dividends on Tesla next month. Okay. Very good. LV Abroad from the Philippines. My Edward Jones agent took all the credit on a 15% year. The next one he lost that much. He said he had nothing to do with it. So I told him then I left and he had everything to do with it. And he had everything to do. Yeah. So wised up. Biggest Chris, only 57 likes. Well, we're gaining. We were only 30 last time. We're going up slowly. Hit that like button. Make Brownie smile.
Tommy Lee, the Tominator. Alti is the better hold than Misty, but if I held Tesla or any Mag 7, would have been better.
The problem is, Tommy, we're sort of locked in. You know, we're all in it. If we're in at $23, you know, you're not going to take a $10 hit. You're just not. You're going to have to just wait it out.
Wait it out.
You know, we just got to waiting game. And
but yeah, in MicroStrategy,
and let's be honest, Alti didn't exist, so no one sort of knew about Alti. You know,
but I do believe in the underlying stock. So I believe in Bitcoin, which makes me believe in
just a bit frustrating
strategy, which obviously believes in Misty. So
we'll get there in the end.
Tommy Lee, I have JEPQ. Now that's I believe a monthly payer, getting 10% annually and stock appreciation. Yeah, slow and steady. It's a better hold for total return so far is over 25% for the year.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to have those, as I said, a lot of guys have the VTI and the VOO and all them, and that's that sort of play, a JPQ play. JP
Morgan, that's a play, and I think that's on the NASDAQ. So, yeah, take a look at it. I looked at that, Tommy, a while back, but yeah, I just thought I could do better personally. John L., there's a good chance the U.S. PDT rule will go away and small accounts can do credit spreads and day trade. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, the more options. See, one thing with that Texas stock market you mentioned, I think their plans are 24/7 trading.
Well, so it should be.
Exactly.
Like, I can't understand why, New York Stock Exchange is in 24 hours now. It's crazy.
It is.
Like, you bloody 7-Eleven 24 hours. Like, surely we can trade.
Your altcoins, your Bitcoins, your Solanas, you can do that 24/7.
Yeah,
you can do that anywhere in the planet, and yet the antiquated, stock markets say, okay, and then they'll close
pre-markets and post-markets.
Weekends are closed,
get
24/7 trading.
For sure.
I think Texas will take off with that idea. Mike D. Brooke, say Alti goes down to $4 price per share. You think that Alti will still stay the same with their dividend being around 10? Say they stay that for a while. Well, look at, supply and demand will dictate the price. What dictates the payment is the returns they generate from the volatility of the 30 shares.
Yeah.
Now they tend.
I can't see it going to $4.
I think they've got pretty good support where they are, and that could be the bottom. It will depend a lot on the the volatility of the 30 underlying shares, but that's enough diversification. And as Brownie said earlier, if something's not performing, they kick them out and bring the next two in, and hopefully pick right on that. So, yeah, I don't see that happening. I think that's quite a discount. As far as the premium staying the same, I think between 8 and 10 cents, it'll maintain that. And if you do that for a year, you're doing good, guys.
What do you think about the MSTR getting into that top S&P
I think
500?
that'll happen this quarter.
You reckon this one or the next one?
No, I think this one, the final one.
Hopefully,
that's
going to help a lot.
It's not it's not a question if, Brownie, it's when.
Yeah.
So being the biggest player
now.
And they make a ton of money, like hello, But then Tesla, they kept it out for quite a while.
They did,
yeah.
So. And apparently, was it something when they announced it? It didn't actually sort of come into play for 12 months or something. Is that right?
I don't know. I don't remember that happening. But
yeah, I'll have to double check that.
Mike D, a father and son were killed locked in their Tesla earlier this month. Not good press for Elon. No, I didn't hear about that. So
I didn't hear about that either.
I mean, you could be in a Tesla and, somebody could run a red light in a dump truck and it'll be Tesla that's blamed.
Yeah.
That's the way the news reports a lot of the stories. Richard Woolley, 100% agree. We are locked in on Misty.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
ride it out, boys.
I'm locked in on MicroStrategy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like 25% below my cost basis. But I'm not worried. I know where it's headed.
Yeah.
Wanderlust Asia. Silver and related stocks have been doing great the past month and pumping today. Good. So is gold.
Yeah. Yep. What was the one I was looking at? It's gold and silver play. It's actually a title. I think it's the Yield Max guys. I can't remember the name of it now. But they reckon it's going to be okay too. I've got it. I'll have a look in a second.
Robert Pierpont, I have Robinhood, Schwab, Fidelity, Webull, and Cash Apps as brokers. I mostly use Webull, okay, for their charts as they are similar to IBKR's TradingView charts, and I hold some Bitcoin in Cash App. All right, well, that's good. Robinhood's a very inexpensive, apparently, trading platform, so I don't have it. I thought you had to be American to get that, or England maybe has that. Schwab, I know they rebate your fees, so a lot of people like having Schwab accounts for, you know, the transactions, money. Fidelity, it's kind of an investment brokerage house, one of the biggest on the planet next to BlackRock, second biggest, I believe. And Webull and Cash App, I believe, are just apps that you can trade on.
That YieldMax play for the gold and silver was GDXY.
GDXY, gold.
It's trading at 17.35. It's a weekly payer.
Oh, really?
I believe.
Okay. That might be.
I was only looking at it last night, but so I can't talk too much.
I'll grab that from you after the live stream.
Something to keep an eye on anyway.
Yeah. I can see gold doing okay.
Yeah, I think it's still got a fair while in it. For
Richard
sure.
Woolley, Robert, I have Cash App on my phone. Is that the same? Probably, eh? Cash App. Not familiar with that, Brownie. I don't know.
No, the Cash. Yeah. I don't know. That's an American app, I think. Isn't
Robert Pierpont and Richard Woolley. Yes, he says. Okay.
Mm.
Terry Fallon from Bancroft, I believe.
Hello, Terry.
Brooke and Brownie. Hello. Yeah, there he is. Hello from Bancroft. Great to see you guys.
Very good.
Yeah, thanks for being a channel member again. Richard Woolley, thumbs up, guys. Make Brownie smile. Roger Carpenter, again a channel member. My current DCA of Misty is $18.95. Well, he's bringing it down.
That's pretty good.
Trying to buy more, so it goes down more. Well, let's hope not, but we'll see. Mark Schaefer, hey Brooke and Brownie, enjoying the live stream.
Oh, thank you. What? Oh no, wait up. So Tommy Lee here said my previous message was deleted. So that must be something to do with YouTube. We can't delete here. It just for some reason there's a bug in the system or doesn't like what's been said.
Yeah. Like I know you can't mention COVID or the big C or something. Right?
Yeah, there's
anything like that.
There's certain deleted. Letters and words and
yeah. So I don't think you can put laughing out loud or LOL or certain things.
You see a lot of them do the 555 for the Thai version.
Yeah. And there's been other people, Tommy, that have said the same thing, and for the life of me, I don't know why.
Yeah, it's just random. We can't work it out. It's just random.
No. Mark Schaefer, hey Brooke and Brownie, enjoying the live stream. I think we had.
Hello, Mark. Yeah, he's
Tommy Lee, I was talking about Misty needing to do a reverse split in 6 months, going from 5,000 shares to 500. That'd be a 10-for-1 reverse split, 1 for 10. Sorry. Then your monthly is 500 instead of 5,000. Well, anytime they do a reverse split, probably everything jumps by 10. So your shares drop by 10, but your payments probably go up by 10. So it equates. But
the reverse split that last time they did, they got that much feedback from it, negative feedback.
They said we'll never do it.
We're not doing that again.
And I believe that.
Hopefully they stick with that.
Mike D, have you heard anything about Schwab blocking you if you are in another country for a long period of time? I haven't heard that. I know some guys in the Philippines have that issue. Well, yeah, could be, I suppose. I'm a firm believer. Stay in touch with your banks, and like I've notified my banks where I am, why I'm here. I'm traveling on worldwide vacation. I told them I planned this prior to COVID, and now I'm finally living the dream, so they know I'm here. In other words, they're not blocking my account because, hey, what are you doing there?
I get that frustrated with it, mate. I can't talk about it. It makes me too cranky. These banks they're trying to tell you what to do with your money and how to spend it and what are you buying with it. It's like I earned a lot of money over my life and I worked hard for it. I paid the tax. Like, I don't need to tell you shit. Like,
didn't you try to get some
Australian
dollars out of them? They asked you, what do you use
don't start me
for?
on it. It gets me cranky.
What did you tell them? You're going to
What?
Something about bleaching.
Yeah. we won't
Oh,
mention that on YouTube.
Brownie gets
PG,
me-
isn't it?
Brownie gets me howling sometimes
Ah,
with his statements.
Just idiots.
Some sort of
These banks drive me
Yep.
nuts. They do. They really do.
Richard Woolley, Mike D, use a VPN, buddy. They won't know. Now that's probably
Still,
wise
half
advice.
the VPNs don't work, mate. We've tried all that.
Okay.
If they want to get you, they'll get you. They're shutting people's accounts down everywhere.
I know I have to use it if I want to access my Revenue Canada website. In other words, it's got my tax information, what contributions I'm allowed.
Yeah.
I have to use a VPN.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have it on, governments know they won't even let you. You got to be in the country, it seems.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could be a reason. Wanderlust Asia, good to hear an Aussie today from another Aussie in Cebu,
Philippines. Well, I used to be in Dumaguete, mate. So yeah, another Aussie in Cebu, in the Philippines. Yeah.
How long were you in Dumaguete?
7 years.
7?
Yeah, 6 or 7 years, something like that.
You like it here better?
Oh, way better. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love the Philippines. It did its job, and I met Genevieve there, obviously, but I do like Thailand. We've stepped up a bit, haven't we?
I was only there for like a little under a year.
Yeah. Well, as I said, I got stuck there with COVID and stuff and different things, but no, it's all good.
If you get a chance, Wanderlust, come on over and
come
check it out yourself.
Yeah. What do we got here, Brooke? Good to
getting near the end, I hope here.
Wide up.
How are we doing? Are we done?
No.
We still got some more.
I went up too far.
From Mail, Brooke, the Blue Jays clinched the division title. Oh, that's good. That's the baseball team in Toronto. Yep, Canada. I think it's the only one in Canada.
The Blue Jays, eh?
Yeah. Robert Pierpont, if they do a reverse split, get out before it happens with any stock. That's typically good advice.
You wonder how much notice they'd give you for that.
Well, it's announced. Then a certain date is picked, and but
everything,
it's not a good sign typically when that happens. There's something that happened with HODL, HODL.
They did it with Tesla, didn't they?
Yeah, way back.
Yeah, way back. Yeah.
Mike D, didn't the president of YieldMax say no more splits?
Yeah, he did say it.
Yep. So,
but people say things and do other things too, don't they?
Ernest Jones, Ernie, guys, in your opinion, what are the top 4 weekly ETF players and why? Well, go ahead, Brownie.
No, I'm just thinking what I like.
I think right now, Tetley's good. I like Alti, obviously. I think Misty's a hell of a buy at the 13 or whatever it is.
But that's not a weekly.
No, that's true. And Coney's been good, but I think that's not a weekly either.
No.
Coinbase space. So it's, hard to
I
say.
think YMAG's weekly, isn't it?
I do. I think there's YieldMax, obviously, to check, Ernie. There's Granite Shares. That's another.
Roundhill.
And Roundhill's a third. There's
that WPay. Have a look at that, Ernie.
Yeah.
It's it looks all right.
Maybe that's something we could look into for next Mondays.
I'm just I'm watching a lot of them, to be honest, Ernie. I haven't really dove in yet, but I'm watching a lot of weekly ones and just sort of monitoring them at the moment to see where I want to go.
XBTY, that's the weekly. Yeah. That's the big leverage. A little bit of leverage, 1.2, I think, leverage on Bitcoin price. So, I bought some of that last week.
We'll have to get back to you on that one, Ernie.
Yep. Stevie Dice, Philippines is a no-fly zone for Schwab. Okay, so there you go. The list of countries they will service is at their website. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Thailand is fine as long as you tell them you are here. You get switched to international account. Okay, well, that's good to know. That's a good tip for the people.
Yeah.
And Throckmorton, there's Annie. Hey, everyone. Speaking of deleted, I've been kicked out of Facebook and WhatsApp. I wonder why. No clue why. Anyway, I can't be reached that way anymore. Switch to Line. Well, isn't that very strange?
There's a lot of strange stuff going on, I'm telling you. People just for no reason, things are happening.
Facebook and WhatsApp can kick you out for, like, why?
Well, normally Facebook will put you on Facebook jail, don't they?
Yeah,
If it's something you've said controversial or whatever, I don't know.
I'm not a big Facebook user.
But WhatsApp?
WhatsApp I've used quite.
Yeah, I've got WhatsApp, but I think it's on my old number. I don't know.
Not sure any on that.
Yeah, not sure.
From Mayo Duke, I just recently opened a position with Harvest,
That was the other one, yeah.
Canadian version of Misty, and looking at Harvest, HHIS, all in my TFSA account. So there's a Canadian.
Yep.
Looking at Canadian payers.
Yep.
And
that HHIS, I've heard good things about it.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Have to look at that one too. Thanks for that tip. No, I Wanderlust Asia. I moved from Thailand to Cebu 15 years ago. I'm often in Thailand though. We'll check you guys out next trip.
Yeah, come and have a beer, mate.
Yeah, we do have a meet and greet once a month, and then I don't. Yeah, with this morning Brownie at Route 66, I think. Because we're just on scooters, we always go there with Cooper in his truck. We might pass on that. Yeah, so I think I will. I think you said you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a ways on a scooter with the girls to cross over. Terry Fallon, guys, have a great week. We'll see you next time. Yep. Thanks,
cheers, Terry.
Winding her down by the look of it. Vegas Chris, great show, guys. Appreciate all the alpha. Hit that like button, people. Here's wishing everyone is going up and to the right.
Let's
Everyone
go.
Shares, yes. Let's have a good week. Captain Action, Henry from Tampa. Great people in the chat. Brooke and Mr. B. Thumbs up, guys.
Cheers, mate.
Let's get to 100. Coop, what's Duke doing these days? I should say Brownie. What's Duke doing these days? Why MSTE as is leveraged, good on the upside, terrible on the downside, which MicroStrategy is currently in. I have a zero cost position in HHIS, but recently backed up the truck to Tesla. Tesla. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
He's doing his diversification by the look of it.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, we have to.
Richard Woolley, Facebook and WhatsApp are both Meta, I believe.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
I didn't like that.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah, Facebook bought bloody WhatsApp, and it's
they do it one, they'll do it on both, probably. Yeah. All right, I think the final one are we at now is Alfred says 3 of my comments have now been deleted. There you go. He's having trouble. Thanks, guys. Have a great day and see you on the next live stream. My TCC is ticking down the days.
Again, we don't know why.
Time to come to Thailand.
Time to come to Thailand, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it, mate. I think we're going through them all.
Well, that's good, guys. We're at an hour 37. That's pretty well standard. So thanks again.
Thanks, everyone, for having me. And
I think there's videos on Wednesday and Saturdays.
Yep.
And then we'll be back next Monday.
He dropped one the other day about his condo, didn't he?
Okay, yeah.
From that. But
we'll be back next Monday,
next Monday, and we'll do some research, and hopefully we're all making some money, guys.
Yeah, we'll see how the week goes. Hopefully it's up and to the right.
It's got to be. It's got to be, boys.
All right. So
thank you, everybody.
Stay safe.
Well, I've got to play that outro video, don't I?
Yeah, do that.
What do I do? It's that one.